Hello and welcome back, everybody. My name is Noah Deere, and in this video we are going to conclude our lecture on solution sets. We're going to go over the now you try problem solutions so that you can check your work. Again, make sure and do these problems before watching me walk through them. Give yourself a chance to do it on your own based on what you learned from the previous video, and then use this to check yourself and make any adjustments that you need to. So we're going to solve the following equation, we're going to check our answer, and then we're going to state the solution using set notation. So I'll begin on the left side by distributing the 5 across and get 15y plus 10, and then the minus 19 just comes down, equals, we'll distribute the negative across these parentheses to get minus 3y plus 2, and then the plus 2 comes down. We'll go ahead and combine like terms on both sides. On the left, we'll get 15y minus 9 equals, on the right, we'll have negative 3y and then plus 4. All right, I'm going to add 3y to both sides. I'm going to go ahead and add 9 to both sides as well. I'm going to add the 3y to both sides to get them over to the left, add the 9 to both sides to get the constants over to the right. This will leave us with 18y on the left, and on the right we'll have a 13. So we're going to divide by the 18. We get y equals 13 over 18. So we're going to now check ourselves. We're going to check to make sure that this is a solution. So we plug that into the original equation. 5 times 3 times 13 over 18, plugging that number in for the y, plus 2, close parentheses, minus 19 equals negative, parentheses, 3, plug in the times 13 over 18, we'll add minus 2, close parentheses, and plus 2. All right, so we're going to remember this 3 is over a 1, and we can reduce that 3 and the 18 now to a 1. Oops, I don't want to use red. Let's do purple's fine. Reduce the 3 to a 1 and the 18 to a 6. So on this left side, we'll do 5 times, and now we'll have 13 over 6 plus, now we're going to want to get a common denominator to add these together, so I'm going to make the 2 into a 12 over 6, right? 12 over 6 reduces to 2. You could also think of that as multiplying top and bottom by 6 to get that common denominator. All right, let's move over, or bring down the minus 19 and go equals. On that right side, we have a negative, parentheses, and then again, the 3 and the 18 can reduce to a, oops, use the purple again, 1 and a 6. And so we've got 13 over 6 there as well. And then minus, and do the same thing, 12 over 6 there. And plus, close the parentheses, then plus 2 outside of that. All right, and I need question marks above the equal signs because we're asking. We don't know if those are equal yet. Checking this. So on the left side, we'll do inside the parentheses. We get 5 times, going to be 25 over 6, and then minus 19. On the right side, we have negative 13 minus 12 is 1/6, and then we'll have a plus, and turn this into a 12 over 6 right away, so that we can add those together. On the left side, the 5 is over a 1 and nothing reduces there. So 5 times 25. 4 times 25 is 100. 5 times 25 is 125 over 1 times 6 is 6 minus, and now we need a common denominator with 19. So this is 19 over 1, and we're going to multiply top and bottom by 6. So 19 times 6, well, 10 times 6 is 60. 9 times 6 is 54. Add those together, and 60 and 50 is 110, plus 4 is 114. I'm going to do that one other way. I can do 20 times 6 is 120, right? 20 times 6 is 120, and then 19 times 6 is 1 less 6, so 120 minus 6 is 114. Both of those are good strategies for our mental math there. On the right side, negative 1/6 plus 12/6 is going to be 11/6. And then on the left side, 125/6 minus 114/6. It's funny to say a few times. 125 minus 114 is 11. And our 6 stays the same. And so 11/6 equals 11/6. Yep, that is true. And so we can state our conclusion. The solution is 13 over 18. And the solution set is the set containing the solution being 13 over 18 inside of the curly brackets. All right, pause, rewind that as you need to make sure you've understood all of the steps. Make any adjustments that you need to. Email with any questions on that. On to number 2. All right, so we're going to solve this inequality. Here we're not going to check. We're going to write our solutions in interval notation, number line notation, and set notation. So on this equation, negative 5x minus 9 is less than or equal to 2 times quantity x minus 3. We'll go ahead and distribute that 2 first. So bring down the minus 5x minus 9 is less than or equal to 2x minus 6. I'll go ahead and subtract the 2x from both sides to get a negative 7x on the left, and then I'll add 9 to both sides at the same time. Negative 6 plus 9 is 3. Took me longer than it should have. And then we divide by negative 7. So when we divide by negative, we flip the inequality. So x is greater than or equal to negative 3/7. So let's do the number line first. So number line. I'll put a 0. We can put the negative 3/7 on here. We don't really need anything else for this. We're going to use a bracket and point the arrow to the right because we want the numbers that are greater than or equal to negative 3/7. So we put that bracket right over the negative 3/7. Draw a line out to the right to indicate numbers greater than that value. And we put the arrow to indicate all of the numbers that are greater than negative 3/7. The bracket to say we're including that value, that negative 3/7 is one of the values because our solution is x could be greater than or equal to negative 3/7. So that equal sign here translates to the bracket here. So we'll use interval notation now. The interval of solutions is, we'll use bracket, negative 3/7. Since it keeps going to the right for forever, we do comma infinity to indicate that we're going to, like there's no end number where this interval stops. And we put parentheses around infinity because we never get there. Period, and our sentence. And then our solution set. The solution set is the set containing x values such that those x values are greater than or equal to negative 3/7. Close our set bracket, period. And again, if you want to understand what all those symbols mean, you need to go back and watch the last video where I went into all of that. All right, and that's it. That's what we're doing here. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. I will see you on the next video. Have a great day.